Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo, June 19, 2025. There can be especially creative, dynamic ideas about handling the home or personal life today. Early today, it's not an ideal time for making sweeping decisions or pursuing your personal goals aggressively. However, as the day moves forward, so does your mood. A Sun-Chiron sextile comes into influence, helping us learn from our differences and bringing a subtle yet pleasant boost to our interactions. It's also a good influence for resolving problems or deriving more satisfaction and fulfillment in and from your work or projects. Your approach to problems, whether they're emotional or practical, is holistic and intuitive. Instincts for money and business are excellent now. There is an exhilarating vibration echoing throughout the cosmos above. As mighty Jupiter, the planet of miracles, expansion, and blessings, dances through the sky, he is turning his head to smile and nod over to you. Our great benefic planet recently soared into your solar house of communication and short-distance travel and will remain here until June 2026. This ensures that if coupled up, you could be bounding off to nearby locations and having plenty of fun. Make travel a top priority. Singles could meet sweet connections when stepping out of town. Customer relationships are important and particularly easy to influence if you're prepared. Spend a few hours reviewing client files and rediscovering what you've forgotten about them. You can organize our life to fit your needs. The options are there for the taking. If ever the planets were encouraging you realize that you are in the driver's seat, it is now. To bring the challenge down to a more tangible level, try challenging yourself to a more demanding physical routine. This could mean anything from starting to exercise for the first time in your life to deciding this is the year you will run a marathon. Either way, you are taking control. The essence of this day's vibration is likely going to find you feeling more contemplative than is usual for you. You may find yourself thinking about your spirituality and religion if you are affiliated with an organization. Perhaps you will be drawn to this today. Consider spending some time in prayer or meditation when you have a chance. Or make a visit to your favorite place of worship if possible. Allow your heart and soul to explore your feelings in this area of your life. Sometimes the wrong thing can happen at the right time, and that's the case today. While not exactly the wrong thing, with the Moon and Mars at odds, there could be some work and life balance tension, as they battle to keep the focus on their side of life's fence. Yet, just days after clashing as a full moon, the Moon's monthly visit to your career sector puts it at a friendly aspect to the Sun in your income sector, as well as boosting your confidence and awareness. A light on where the money is will make it easier to work smarter. This is putting a light on your priorities across all the currencies in your life. As the Moon and Mars continue to battle for your attention, any work and life balance tension today will be a small price to pay ahead of the most romantically charged months of 2025, which kick off tomorrow. This is a heads up that when Mars returns to your romantic sector tomorrow, he will be ready to challenge old excuses, roadblocks, and barriers, whether real or imagined from the start. Virgo, what feels like disorder is just the begin of a reorganization. Quote of the day: clarity often begins with a mess. Color: pine green, focused and resilient. Lucky numbers: 3, 10, 17. Let things fall apart a little, you're clearing room for something better. You're not losing control, you're making space. Our eyes in the sky. For June 19, 2025, the Tarot brings forward a story of breakthrough, emotional clarity, and reclaiming your power in unexpected ways. The cards drawn today are the Tower, Page of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, the Star, and Ten of Cups. This combination weaves a narrative that starts with surprise or shift, but flows into something beautifully stabilizing, emotionally rich, and full of promise. Let's walk through the energy together. The day begins with the Tower, a card that many fear, but one that actually arrives when life is realigning something that has gone too long without change. Have you ever had one of those moments when something you've been avoiding finally comes to a head, and afterward, though it was uncomfortable, you feel strangely lighter, even clearer? That's the Tower at its best. It might come as an unexpected conversation, a change in plans, or even a small epiphany that shakes up your perspective. Today, try not to resist what is shifting. What's Eames like a disruption could be the very thing clearing space for something better. Sometimes the universe gently rearranges us, other times, it gives us a nudge we didn't know we needed. Right after this shake-up, the energy softens beautifully with the Page of Cups. There's a vulnerability here that feels fresh, raw, and open-hearted. This card often symbolizes emotional messages, creativity, or the arrival of something unexpectedly sweet, a compliment, an apology, an invitation to connect. You may be feeling more sensitive today, but instead of hiding it, this card encourages you to embrace your feelings, even the awkward or childlike ones. Be open to small gestures of kindness or intuition. If your heart speaks softly today, listen. It might come as a hunch, a memory, or a feeling you just can't shake. That is your inner voice gently guiding you back to yourself. As we move forward, Knight of Pentacles arrives with the steady hand of grounding energy. After the emotional highs and lows, this Knight reminds us that real change and progress happen through consistency and care. Whether you're working on your goals, tending to your health, or repairing relationships, the Knight encourages you to keep showing up. Small, practical steps taken today will have a long-term impact. Don't underestimate the power of doing something simple with devotion, watering your plants, making a nourishing meal, or following through on a promise to yourself. This is about quiet commitment over flash high moves. Then comes the luminous star card, shining over everything that's come before it. The star brings hope, healing, and the promise that something greater is still unfolding. If you've been feeling a bit lost, stuck, or uncertain lately, this card reassures you that you're being guided even if you can't see the whole picture yet. There's something incredibly reassuring about the star. It reminds us to look up again, to remember that the journey continues and that our dreams are not foolish. They are sacred. Take a moment today to reconnect with something that inspires you. It might be art, nature, a spiritual practice, or even just the sky itself. Let it remind you that you're not alone and that renewal is not only possible, it's already happening. Finally, we close the reading with the beautiful Ten of Cups, a card of emotional fulfillment, harmony, and deep connection. Whether this shows up in the form of family, chosen community, or even a peaceful moment alone where you feel truly whole, this card says, joy is here. Or at the very least, it's within reach. After the earlier shake-up of the Tower, this card is a confirmation that the release was worth it. Today may end on a high note, or it may simply hold a small, powerful reminder that you are loved, that your heart is capable of great connection, and that home is not just a place, it's a feeling we carry and share. So, June 19th reminds us that even when the ground shifts beneath our feet, beauty and meaning often emerge in the spaces we thought were broken. From revelation to resilience, from vulnerability to victory, there's a rhythm today that calls for trust, openness, and a return to what truly matters. What part of today's message spoke most to you? Have you recently gone through a personal Tower moment that led to unexpected clarity or peace? Share your stories in the comments, it might just be the encouragement someone else needs to read.